Hela Metzias DAF Zayin, sponsored the Refuah Shalema for Devorah Bas Chaya Rivka. The Mishnah analyzes the verse requiring Hashavas Aveda, returning a lost object. The Mishnah explains it was necessary to single out the term simla, garment, in the pasuk to teach that the requirement to return a lost object is only something that has simanim and has claimants. Rava continues this analysis by questioning the necessity for all the details of the pasuk, not only simla. Simla, as we explained, one is obligated to return only a lost object and has witnesses concerning the owner or simanim. The word chamor, donkey in the pasuk, the owner of the donkey can be identified by the owner identifying the saddle that is on it. 3, the detailed word ox, shor, the shearing of its tail, even if it is worth less than a shava pruta, is part of the whole animal and must be announced. The 4th detailed term, seh. The Gemara did not find a satisfactory explanation for what that term comes to add. The next inyan is the Gemara discusses a brisa brings proof from the verse that a lost object must be worth at least a shava pruta. The Tanakama learns asher tovad, something which he lost. The word umatsasa, asher tovad mimenu umtsasa, adds even an object already found does not have to be returned to a Gentile. But the Tanakama learns from the term asher tovad, it has to be worth a shava pruta. Rabbi Yehuda learns it from the word umatsasa. The wording asher tovad mimenu is to exclude returning an object, a lost object that is lost to everybody. According to Rava, the difference between them is a lost object worth a pruta, depreciated to less, and then appreciated to at least a pruta. According to Rabbi Yehuda, the word umatzasa and indicates it must have been worth a pruta from when it was lost until found. Whereas according to the Tanakama, it doesn't have to be worth a pruta throughout that time. Returning a lost object by way of simanim, is it doraisa or is it drabanan? The difference is whether to return a divorce document by way of simanim or only mammon, but not anything associated with an isur, as in this case to permit an eshes ish to remarry. The Gemara discusses, for example, identifying a dead body to allow an alleged widow to remarry. A Mishnah states only the identity of the deceased face with his nose is valid. Testifying about his height or his clothing is insufficient, since the clothing may be borrowed, or if their color is red or white, they are common colors. However, items such as money bags, purses, and signet rings are identifiable since people do not lend them. So we do not assume that those 3 things would be borrowed. Identifying a corpse by way of a wart. The Gemara explains this is a machlokas as to whether a person, number 1, with a similar astrological sign would contract the same wart as well, or even if he would not develop the same wart. The argument could be how much a wart changes after death. And even if it does not change after death, a wart may be a more qualifying identifying mark than a stam siman. Therefore, we have no proof that simanim are doraisa. Returning by way of simanim would be valid even if they are d'Rabbanan. The Rabbanan realized that there exists a consensus among Jews to allow everyone to retrieve their lost objects by way of simanim, since witnesses are hard to come by. People would have to forfeit their belongings more often than not. Since this reason does not apply to a lender and a borrower, Rava concludes the words do not return ad derosh achicho so means interrogate the loser for simanim to be certain he is telling the truth. How does one do that? By way of simanim. Therefore, what if both of them give a siman? Simanim is simanim, two different people. Yaniach, ad sheyavo Eliyahu. If simanim in edim, witnesses have a stronger claim. Edi ariga nefila, edim that testified that he wove the garment, and edim that testified that it fell from another person, the witnesses to its fall take precedence. Length and width, the length takes precedence of a garment. If both provide both measurements, the one who gives the combined measurement takes precedence. Weight and length or width, it is uncommon to weigh garments, and therefore knowing the weight takes precedence. Husband and wives describe the get, it goes to her. She would not know if she did not receive it, for example, like a hole next to a letter. He would know because he wrote it. She wouldn't know unless she got it from him. The length of the string that it was tied with. If both say it is in a skin bag, the husband gets it, since he would assume she would store her get in something safer.